tomorrow specifically? What do you feel like you'll learn that you don't already know?
Yeah, well, that's what I just talked about with it being pretty much a sold-out game. They're treating it as like a regular game, right? And so, but they have to understand going into it, like this is still training camp. We're going to run different rotations. We want to look at different lineups. So, we want to go in there to win, but we also got to get something out of it too.
What did you learn last year about how to use these games for an assessment perspective? Because you're still deciding on a team and a rotation and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, where we are today, because of we're ahead of where we were last year, obviously at this time. So we're able to try new things tomorrow. We're able to if we have some defensive schemes that we want to look at and see how it's going to work, change a few things up. When you fall 11th in defense, you want to make sure you find a way that you can get up to around 5, 6, or 7, and that'll really help us out in the long run.
Even if it's just a preseason game, what kind of valuable is it to have film against someone else to show them after one game?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make it as real as it's going to be from here on out. So I had this is Paul Scout. He put together something from film last year, just so they could put eyes on what Dallas has done in the past, and just to create a routine on what it's like day before a game.
How do you go about it minutes-wise? Is there maybe like a cap you want to put on how many minutes anybody plays? How do you approach that?
Yeah, we've met and we've got different alignments. I think we'll probably play the first half with all these different alignments, and then the second half we'll look to play kind of the players that we think are going to get most of the minutes and kind of play more like a real game.
Are you looking to approach it and play it as if, just considering how close the game is or just what the situations are in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we're all competitors, right? Like, we want to win. So, if it comes down to it, we're playing to win the game, but we're also going to make sure that we're playing to figure out what's best for our team right now.
You've had this full week of practice now. What things do you want to see maybe improve and maybe weren't the sharpest throughout the practice?
Yeah, I gave them all their shooting percentage for the week, and our three-point shooting percentage is not where it needs to be. So we talked about that this morning. We watched some video. We've got some rotations that need to look better on the defensive end. But to me, this week was about mental toughness. I mean, we wanted to make sure that those guys felt it like it had to be hard this week, and I really like how they responded to that.
Kind of going along with that, it's a preseason game. You mentioned it's sold out. It's what's been your mentality that you're kind of giving off to the team, playing a sold out preseason game?
Yeah, I mean, we go do your job today, whatever that is. Do your job. We do, we go in, we play 40 minutes. We go into practice. We try to be the hardest working practice team in the league, and just play hard. That's what I want us to do. Go into Dallas. We're going to make mistakes. That's okay. We'll come back and fix them. But just play hard for 40 minutes.
Last year, AB had her welcome to the league against T in the preseason. Do you have to say something more to rookies specifically ahead of this game in any way?
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of prepare them for what we think it's going to look like, how people, we talked to, Caitlin on what we thought it was going to look like for her and how Dallas is going to try to guard her. Same with AB. I mean, but what we've got is, there's going to be 5 people out there that can stretch the floor. So it's just going to feel different. It's going to look different than it did last year. I think it's going to be hard for people to do like what they did to AB last year and double or triple her in the post.
How do you keep Caitlin calm going into this, knowing she is number 1 pick? It's kind of a target on the back, as is any number 1 pick. How do you just keep her calm down?
Yeah, just being around her this week, I mean, that's just her personality. I mean, she's just even keel. I mean, she's a competitor. She wants to, she's really upset about how she shot the ball the other day in our scrimmage. And so she's, I've seen her in the gym working on that. I mean, it's something she's going to do. But she's so even keel. We're just going to prepare the way we think we need to for Dallas.
How do you feel? Any nerves, any jitters, or are you just ready to actually play the game?
I'm excited. I think I'm more excited than anything just to, play, to get back to playing. It's been quite a couple months now, maybe 2, almost 2. But yeah, definitely just excited. Probably a little nerves, just waiting for those to calm down, but more excited than anything.
What are you expecting to feel when you see JC across from you when the game starts?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty fun, obviously cool. We formed a great relationship, even going through the draft process together and everything. But I mean, overall, I think we'll be more excited to see each other, just see some familiar faces. But then, we're both really competitive. So once we get on the court against each other, it'll be different.
What do you think you'll learn about yourself and where you are progress-wise going against another team, not your own team, to practice over and over?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important because you're constantly going against the same people to get different looks thrown at you, to see different actions run across. And then you just get preparation before the actual season starts of just scout and everything like that. So I think it's pretty cool, and I think that it's really important for us to, show what we've been working for these past 6 practices.
This has been your first full week in the pros. I guess, what do you feel like you've learned throughout practice this week in the scrimmages that'll help you in tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think, you really have to come at it at a professional level. You're coming in here, you're getting your work done, you're getting your job done, you're putting up extra shots. You're just, acting like a pro, very professional with it. But, I've been surrounded by great people. I think that's the most important thing that I've learned throughout this process is just, there's really great people I'm surrounded by. And so I'm just excited to go out there with them and, have the coaches there too.
How do you navigate your nerves? Not only is it going to be your first game, but it's a sold-out game tomorrow in Dallas. How do you just go through that?
Yeah, I'm kind of one to not pay attention to the crowd. It's kind of hard when they're so loud, but when I'm on the court and I'm focused on the game, that's what I'm focused on. That's what my attention is towards. But it's another game. The nerves are going to be there, so it's just about playing through them.
We've seen Erica be very vocal about Caitlin. What has she been like for you, and what other vets have been meaningful for you in these couple weeks?
Yeah, Erica's been really great. She's been, since I got here, just making sure that I'm on the right path, making sure that I'm getting treatment, making sure that I'm doing the things that I need to do. Kelsey's been really good too for me, just a former Buckeye, being able to chat a little bit. But yeah, it's very helpful on the court. Whenever I have questions, I usually go to Erica or Kelsey, so they've been very helpful.
What are you looking to show about yourself and what you can do at this level in the preseason?
Yeah, I think most importantly, obviously, my defensive intensity, just being able to guard multiple positions, being everywhere on the court, giving my effort, and giving the energy coming from college and being a rookie and having that energy that some of the vets may not have. But just bringing my energy and my effort, and then consistency on the offensive end, whatever it is that my team needs me to do for them, whether that be, hitting threes or getting to the basket, making an extra pass, I'm willing to do that. So just my all-around game.